GM, everybody, and welcome to Music NFT Radio Podcast. We're back with a special episode. Today, we're going to talk about the Nakamigos. They've been absolutely running it up in the NFT space. If you are active in Web3, if you're anywhere on Twitter or Opensea, you've heard of the Nakamigos, I'm sure. And if you haven't, you're living under a rock. So, happy to have PixlScum from the Nakamigos community. He's been working on some content already, so I told him to come on the podcast and let's talk about what's going on over there because the community is blowing up. There's a lot of talk about it on the streets. There's controversy. People are mad. People are bullish. People are bearish. But what I think is it's getting the people talking, and that's what's important. So, if you're on Music NFT Radio Podcast right now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Music NFT Radio, and we're on all podcast sites as well. So let's get it. We're live on the spaces right now. We got PixlScum. Welcome to Music NFT Radio, my friend.
GM, man. How are you doing today?
Doing great, bro. Doing great. It was fun being in a big space with the Nakamigos earlier, so I'm glad we could get on and do a little content for you guys. So please, why don't you give us a little introduction to the community because some people listening may have never even heard of the Nakamigos. So you could give a little bit of the lore. You could give a little bit of the background and sort of how the project came to your attention. But go ahead, man.
All right. So I'll just start off by saying I'm not a part of the team. I'm not incorporated with the team. They're completely anonymous so far. We're all looking forward to getting to know more about that. Like they're obviously extremely professional just by what they've accomplished. Like I don't need a name if you can show me literally what you're able to do. So I'm very proud of like what the team has been able to accomplish and then like me, I'm not part of the team, but like I love this community. Like straight up, like I want to start off like talking about the community before I even talk about like the project and like what I think is behind it. But like so far, we've been it minted about a week ago, and it's pretty much reunited all of my friends to be like together on like the same team, like everybody that I've known in this Web3 space, like builders, artists, collectors, like gallery owners, like famous music, so many famous people, like, and like that's just Web3 though. You're always meeting like these extremely like well-known, recognized genius people on a regular basis, and you get to just strike up conversations. But like by being in the Nakamigos community, it really gives you an outlet to be like a little bit closer to them. I'm in a lot of group chats with like some of my favorite artists I've looked up to for a couple of years, and like now we're just chatting, sending dog pics and stuff like that. So it's really amazing. It's really beautiful how this has literally reunited all of the Web3 builders like that have been here, like getting rugged, getting like hurt, supporting people, like just trying to keep the culture alive. And it almost feels like this is like what we were waiting for. Like I don't know how to explain that. It's like you go through the hero's journey is like about trials and tribulations, and we all had to learn like all about the dynamics of Web3. But like if you see somebody with the Nakamigos today, it's like that person probably lost so much to get here, and like they're ready to fucking win.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope. Community is important. And I'm with you. People are looking for an opportunity. It's the bear market. And a lot of people had, different things to say about Nakamigos when it was first coming out and when the floor price was still very affordable. I think I've seen it when it was like under point 0.1 and it's been growing consistently. So people are looking for that opportunity and a new community. And oftentimes the controversy can really put the project in a spotlight. I know that Nakamigos is also coming up highly in some of the rankings for how many people it's connected to within the NFT community. So it's surprising to see the growth of the project. But maybe you could talk a little bit about how it formed and what people were saying in the beginning and what that turned into.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So like, do you know of Sartoshi and the MFers? Have you heard
Yeah,
of that
he's
NFT
the
project?
founder and the artist of the MFers, I believe, which is a popular NFT project, right?
Yes, beautiful. Like, this conversation's more about Nakamigos, so like I would suggest anybody who's interested go do their own research on like Sartoshi and the MFers. That's a wonderful project. So like what happened, I'll give a little insight, is like this project blew up with Sartoshi and he remained anonymous, and then like he handed it over to his community and deleted his Twitter to kind of like kill the artistic presence. And like it's a beautiful thing, like, and it's so interesting, and it's like how a digital artist like can die, you know, like a real artist in real life, and then their art can be more valuable potentially in the future. So but then he said that it wasn't taken the way that he was hoping it would, and he made this pass, kind of like the Proof Collective pass, and it's called the End of Sartoshi pass, the EOS pass. I would suggest people do their own research on that. And all of those passes gave opportunities to other free mint art in the past, and will give opportunities for free mint art in the future as well, because it's a collective pass. But like all of those passes gave entry to a free mint Nakamigos. So like this project started by being handed off to people that were extremely deep into the culture and have been here for a long time wanting to support like the culture of Web3 itself, and really want to see this to fruition regardless of bull or bear market. Like a lot of people that are never going to give up on the dream of like what we all want to see for this. And it's like they got that, and a lot of people were upset because they didn't like the art. I think a lot of people in this space are probably not here 100% for the art, but I think that that was the perfect opportunity for people like myself who do pixel art to be able to look through that collection and really see like this is amazing. This is what I want to be a part of. And like there was so much fun, I think, because people were literally they were wanting to be a part of the Nakamigos because it was so much fun. And maybe some people got a little bit jealous because like they weren't getting their bags pumped as much, you know? Because like I've seen Bored Apes changing their profile pictures, crypto punks, all of this stuff. So like those people have a very tight knit community, and they might get upset when they see somebody change their PFP at the time. Maybe that was like point one, you know? So like that's insane to see somebody change from a 50 ETH PFP to like a point one ETH PFP. And it's just it make it makes people really confused because of how simple the art is when people are so in love with it, and then the price valuation goes up. It If you don't understand art, it can really put you in a weird place, like when you're looking at how much these are going for and how simple like the art is.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, that's been an issue for a long time with the crypto punks, or I wouldn't even call it an issue. I would almost say it's been a misunderstanding, or just artists who always look at this stuff and go, oh, well, why is this simple pixel project selling for so much more than my art, right? It usually comes from a place of ego a little bit. But at the end of the day, people gotta understand the culture and understand what drives this space and where this space comes from. Pixel art is always gonna have its place here in Web3. So I think that's an important part. And I also just think that when people see something winning that they're not a part of, they're gonna, talk shit until the day that they either become a part of it, or they just are always gonna hate on it, right? And we've seen that time and time again. So there's a lot of tribalism. There's a lot of people who are, so focused on whatever project they're in at the time. I buy a lot of NFTs. I support a lot of communities, but I'm focused on people that are making an impact in this space, right? I don't care if I have the bag or not. Do I like to have the bag when I believe in the project? Hell yeah. Do I have the ETH to go buy a Nakamigos right now, this second? Maybe not, but sheesh, I might have to save up and get one because the community's active, and that's what I like to see. Not only is it being talked about all over Twitter, but the community's actually there. People are showing up, there's spaces going on. And I was saying on the Nakamigos space earlier for a couple hundred people, like so many projects, especially PFP projects, they made their big run in the bull market when all you had to do was have good art and tweet and didn't even have to be on a space. You didn't even have to talk to the community as a founder. And, the days where you can get by without a community, I think are gone. Like, maybe I know the project for the Nakamigos, the founder isn't necessarily like active there in docs, but the community is there, right? There's community leaders popping out, and all the things are developing for this project to move in the right direction community wise. So that's what takes me from being like, okay, this project is interesting and like I'm gonna keep an eye on it to being like, all right, I'm starting to get a little bullish because the community is showing up. Plus, the people don't give a fuck about all the FUD, and that's always fun because when you have a real community that doesn't care about the FUD almost becomes bullish. I was saying that earlier, and I was kind of joking, but I'm also kind of not joking because when you have an actual community who believes in the project, then FUD it almost can't hurt you. I mean, it can only help by bringing more exposure. And to be honest, that's kind of happening real time right now for the Nakamigos.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We don't care about the FUD. You know what we do for the FUD. What we do is we give them some love, we block it, and then we punch them. We fucking punch that FUD. We do not care about the FUD, man. Um, Honestly, we love the FUD because it's helping real organic people get into the project. Like, because if there was no FUD, we would probably be at a much higher price already.
I know, right? But at the same time, it's like, man, the FUD's bringing people in. The price is moving up. So, sheesh, it's marketing, man. It's marketing. It's just all part of the game, man. It's all part of the game. You can't get really big without a healthy amount of FUD. I was here when the Bored Apes came out. People were fudding the hell out of the Bored Apes, bro. They used to come in the clubhouse and go, ooh, 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 ooh. And everyone's like, yo, fuck all these Bored Apes. Like, they're not allowed in my room. They're never coming on the stage, right? Like, this is what people would say. And then they would, like, right? That didn't matter. That didn't matter because the community was real. And so for every stage that they didn't let them on, they made a bigger one, right? So that is like pretty interesting shit. So, yeah, dude, I love this chat. It's definitely something that people will be talking about. I'm happy to put out a podcast with a big fancy thumbnail that says Nakamigos because everyone's going to click it because it's hot right now. And everyone's going to be like, oh, Dill made a podcast on them. Oh, shit. What is this all about? So, yeah, I'm going to push this one right to the front of the line and post it like today, right away. And then we can go into the other space and post it up to the top with the thumbnail. So I have it here, Nakamigos NFT. I put a big picture of the one from Opensea, and then I put your PFP, and it says Pixel Scum tells the story, and then it says Music NFT Radio. Now, is there something else I should put on there? Anything like a word or something for the community? It looks good already. I'm just wondering. Like, I know there's like the dojo and all this shit.
Man, I say just trust your intuition. You're a fucking professional. And like I know you have good intuition because you called me PixlScum, and that is actually that's my birth name, you know. But I do go by PixlScum.
Let's go, baby. Pixel scum. Dude, I think this was great, great discussion. And people can get really interested in the Nakamigos. You can go join their spaces on Twitter. That's the best way to really see what the community is about. You can tap in with Pixel Scum. Go watch his content as well, his videos that he's putting out. Do you want to tell people what it is that you already put out?
Oh, this is like one of my alt accounts. I've like worked on a couple notable projects. I just want people to get in touch and just
You were
be
saying you
my
put out
friend,
some
you know?
content, right? You put out some
Oh
content
yeah,
for the
dude.
Nakamigos, right?
I'm gonna pin up that video up top right now. Let me find that, dude. Thank
So
you.
what is the video about?
Oh yeah, this video is it's like a 5 minute video pretty much explaining like Hypho Labs, who they are, where the Nakamigos came from, the community, like the sub communities that are popping up. It showcases different types of art that like community members have made. I mean, the project's been out for like only a week and we've already got people designing clothes, like doing all types of like beautiful pieces of art. So it's really insane. Like, and it just showcases like how many cool amazing artists are in the community, and like then it goes a little bit over the art and stuff, and like honestly I love the art. The different traits are just so beautiful, so I'm just gonna pin that up top real quick.
Hell yeah. So everybody go check him out. Look up PixlScum onto YouTube. I think you can find it like that, right? For anyone who's listening. And you can find some of
It's
his video if you want to learn a little more of a deep dive on the project and who's behind it and the art. So, yeah, man, it's great that we could get you in here. It's great what you're doing for the Nakamigos. And yeah, I'll go ahead and get this posted and we can jump in there and share it with the community a little bit later.
Thank you so much, man.
Hell yeah. And tell everyone before we close it out, if you want to tell everyone where they can tap in with you as well.
Oh yeah, the best way to get in touch with me is like my Twitter, PixlScum, PixlScum. If you want to follow my artist account, it's Axie Cowboy. Just to clarify, my YouTube account is also Axie Cowboy. I do a lot of different art, pixel art, Web3 gaming. I've launched a couple NFT projects. I've helped advise, market, all types of different stuff in this space for the last 2 years. Some I can talk about and some I can't talk about. So like that's why you check my bio. Maybe I worked on some notable projects, but like I just want to be able to build relationships with people and like see eye to eye with people. No pedestal here. Like we're all humans and like I want to work with people. So the best way to get in touch with me, Pixel Scum or Axie Cowboy on Twitter.
Hell yeah, my dude. Tap in. Let's get it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Music NFT Radio Podcast. We're available on YouTube and all podcast sites. So hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe. Tap in with our live show on Twitter Spaces every day. Just find Music NFT Radio or go to musicnftradio.com. We're official, baby, and we have everything. We are the number one radio station in NFTs for music. So let's go, baby. Tap in with us. And until next time, Music NFT Radio Podcast. We'll see you.